All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living Builders team call. It's nice to see you guys. Tonight, we're going to start looking at the launch business guide. So, hopefully, you have a hard copy of this. If you don't, I will be following along online with the online PDF available there. I highly recommend that you do get your own copy of this guide and all of the guides that we've been going over the last few weeks. So, just because there's so much content in an effort to kind of keep time down, I think I'm going to just have us do our, I don't know what we would call it, but like our grounding, I don't know, introductory routine. And then I'm going to just kind of recap where we've been and where we're at right now in terms of going through these builders guides together. So go ahead and grab an oil that's nearby, your favorite oil or one that you chose for tonight. I have wild orange here. And go ahead. Oh, brave. Oh, I like it. I actually love the kids collection. I love the Rescuer. Everybody put up what they're using. I didn't see what you're using, Beth. Wild Orange, Brave. What do you have there? Oh, Serenity. Perfect. Don't fall asleep while we're on the call. What do you got, Keish? All right. And let's go ahead and take a few deep inhales. Ready? Inhale. We'll do 3. Last one. Put your hands over your heart. I love that Keisha just rubbed her hands through her hair. Such a great tip. Okay. And go ahead and say with me or repeat after me. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. Okay. Hi, Julie. Hey, Kate. We just did our sort of, anybody could come up with a name for that. I would love that because I have no idea what to call it. But our, I don't know. If anybody has anything, unmute yourself because I'd like to be able to say, okay, let's just do this routine or whatever. But I have no idea what to call it. Okay. So welcome. Okay. So just in an effort.
Can you hear
Go
me?
ahead, Lisa.
Maybe the mindfulness protocol.
Okay, our mindfulness protocol. I love that.
There could be something better. That's just a
No,
thought.
I think that's great. Okay, wait, my mom's trying to mime over there. I'll unmute you. Yeah.
How about our heart protocol? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I like the mindfulness only because I think I want to switch it up at some point.
Got
You know
it.
what I mean? So like anything that helps us to be more grounded, more centered, more mindful, whatever that mantra ends up being, like it doesn't always have to be the same one. But
Yep.
okay, so I like the idea of the protocol and let's keep at that. I like it. Okay. Okay, so it just feels so weird though not to celebrate one win. So does anybody have one win they want to share, one challenge? I always want to dive right in, but it feels just weird. So, okay. All right, Mom.
I followed up with my boss who told me he signed up for doTERRA straight on to the website. Nobody. I called up doTERRA. He's not signed up and he's not assigned to anyone. So I just finished sending him the email that he's going to send to placements. Like, I don't know if he'll do it. I'm pretty sure he will, but I helped his wife out the other day. She was so impressed and stuff. So I was like, okay,
That's amazing. No, and so what this is not unusual. These are called orphans. And Kate, Kanani, and I, you have to reach a certain, I think, rank. It's probably silver, and you have to enroll consistently. Hey, hi,
Sorry, I'll mute
welcome.
myself in just a second.
No worry, I got it. This is Kayla, or do you go by Hoku or Kayla?
Kayla, I
Okay.
don't know how come that's there, but it's okay.
Welcome to our team call. This is Kayla's first team call, so welcome so much. We normally start with successes and challenges, and then we just did our mindfulness, like heart-centered protocol, where we inhaled some of our favorite essential oils. So I invite you to do that as you get ready for tonight. So thanks so much for joining us. So what my mom is talking about are called orphans, and they're people that go onto the website that want doTERRA, that don't know, I mean, how could they not know, but they don't know a wellness advocate, and they enroll themselves. And when you hit a certain rank and you enroll consistently, you can be assigned orphans. Over the course of the last few years, Kate, Kanani, and I have all been assigned each 10, 15 plus orphans, I would say. And so this is definitely out there. And I have actually done what my mom's done and had conversations with like Shane's coworkers' wives, who's like, oh, I just went on the website and signed up. I'm like, did you sign up under anybody? And they're like, nope. So I was able to contact doTERRA. They hadn't been assigned an enroller yet. Typically, doTERRA won't assign an enroller for about 90 days. They don't pay anybody out the fast start commission. And then even if they did get assigned an enroller, you could still use some of those strategies we talked about before in terms of the 6-month move and everything. So yeah. All right. So that's a huge win. That's awesome. Okay. Anybody else want to share a success or challenge before we jump in? All right. Okay. So it feels like actually a while. The last few months, we have been going over a few of the resources that are provided to us from doTERRA to support us in building this business. And so obviously, you all should be familiar with this Live lifestyle overview. If you're not, this comes in the class in the box. You can buy it in your back office. But these are the lifestyle overviews that we want all of our customers to go over, because it talks about the benefits of a doTERRA wholesale membership, and it also talks about many of the awesome products that we have to offer and how they can support us. And then next we went into, I believe Kate took you guys through this build business overview. And this build business overview is going to be the tool that you use when you first are talking to somebody about the business. Again, if you don't have any of these, I highly suggest that you get them in your back office or reach out to your enroller, or I always have some. And if you want to swing by my house, I'm happy to get them to you or mail them to you if that needs to be. But really, these are really affordable, and you can buy them in singles, 10s, or 20 packs. So if you're on this call, chances are you should own at least 5 to 10 of these so that you're prepared to have business overviews with people. So if you have your build guide out in front of you, also all the PDFs are available in the doTERRA website. I hope that you all kind of looked at page 8 and 9 here and really pinpointed where you are with your partnership with doTERRA. Are you at the I want to pay for your product? And we talk about the needed investment time of 3 to 5 hours. Are you wanting to supplement your income, or are you wanting to replace your income? And so just as you move forward with your doTERRA business, you want to be really cognizant and practical and realistic about how much you're putting in, so that you don't expect to get out more than what you're getting. If you're not putting in a certain amount of time, you can't have certain expectations of success. Likewise, if you're putting in a lot of time and you're not having success, then you have to rethink what you're putting time into. Are they income producing actions, or are you living in the prepare phase, right? Of pipes. So we'll go over pipes too again. So, and then last week we finished talking about the share guide, and this is sort of the hosting overview. Now I'm not gonna lie, we could have maybe done launch guide before we did share guide, but it's too late now. So the hosting overview is a really great simple step-by-step way to help you host and teach people about the benefits of doTERRA. I had highly encouraged everyone to complete page 5 in this. And that really is about your story, yeah? And so I hope that everyone took the time to complete theirs. My story is written, not in this book, but I promise I have it written down somewhere. Okay, so tonight we're gonna go over into the launch business guide. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can follow along with me. So let's do this. Okay, and just remember that, I can't see you guys. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and unmute yourself at any time if you have any questions or want to ask me anything or say anything, add anything. So how to launch your business, okay? And this launch guide is specific to helping you achieve to elite. And this is the foundation of all ranks in doTERRA. If you are already past an elite, then this guide is going to be helpful for you in remembering how to support. If you're a premier or silver or above, anything above an elite, you need to understand how to effectively support the people in your organization, new and existing, in achieving this rank. So your success is up to you. You want to trust the process to experience success, but we also know that we need to do income producing actions. So in order to be successful, we have to have a true belief in the product. And then we have to take action. We need to share with people. So this is, keep in mind, elite. To be an elite, you have to have, you and your entire organization have overall volume of 3,000 OV. So in order to do this, we're saying that you're going to share with 45 or more people. You're going to get them to a class. You're going to get them to a 101. You're going to enroll a third of these people. You're going to enroll at least 15 of them or more. And of these 15 people, 1 to 3 of them will decide to join you and in this business. This belief and this action will result in results where you change lives, you grow personally, and you create this really powerful residual income. Now, we talk about 2 things all the time in this team. And the first is prepare. So let's go ahead. Pipes. So let's go ahead and review pipes. And then I'm going to talk about the DMO a little bit. So the first P in pipes is prepare. We want to fuel our launch, be a solutions provider, and make sure that our success is scheduled. Okay, so we're going to go over through preparing. And this kind of tells us that we're looking at 1 to 2 weeks of a pre-launch. So before we get our feet wet in the business, we want to prepare, and we want to be inviting. Okay, we want to connect, share, and invite, and we want to invite people to change their lives. Our team offers a plethora of learning opportunities, so please take advantage of those. If you have any questions about those, please ask me. They're always posted in the biz group. I just sent an email out tonight to all the builders. If you didn't get my builders email, please let me know, because I need to add you to that list. Okay. Then we need to present. So presenting is where we're really inviting and presenting. We're really moving into income producing actions. We want to present the message. We want to book classes from our classes. All right. And then we want to obviously enroll. We want to get people that come to our classes to enroll. And so we're going to talk about enrolling successfully, and then following up with a lifestyle overview, that live guide, the purple live guide that I showed earlier. And then finally, what we want to do is we want to support. We want to have new member follow-up. We want placement strategy, which we took 2 whole weeks to talk about placements. and it is still tricky, but that's okay. You want to have basic placement strategies, and then of course that's what we're here for. And then last but not least, you want to find your builders as well. So here they say, simple steps to success, but we need to really remember that while the steps are simple, we have to be consistent about them, okay? So here we're talking about elite, and they're saying when you successfully launch yourself to elite and you are consistently an elite, you can anticipate approximately, a $365 check a month. Now, remember, these averages differ, okay? When you are silver and you launch 3 builders to elite, you can anticipate about $2,500 a month. I would say for a solid silver on our team, solid silver, which means you hit silver pretty organically without having to do a lot of extra buy-in or promotions, you're gonna make more than that, because in our organization, we would hopefully have helped you structure to your $1,500 bonus. And then when you're a solid platinum and you've built each of your three leaders to elite, silvers, and your builders then launch 3 people to elite down here, you're looking at about $9,500 a month, which I would say if I was a solid platinum, I am a solid gold. I will hit gold every month, pretty much, I will hit gold every month. But if I was a solid platinum, my income would be probably, I would say, a little less than this, because my organization isn't as large for a platinum, but it's very, very well structured. Okay. So here are the guides that we've been, talking about. And here is the launch guide, which we're going to talk about tonight. So fuel your launch. Your belief that doTERRA products and financial opportunity can change lives, including your own, is the single greatest source of fuel to launch your business. The higher your level of belief, the easier it is to share what you love. So your success begins with you. You need to set your LRP template to 100 PV plus to receive commissions. If your template drops below 100 PV, you will not get paid certain commissions. So it's your responsibility, if you are due commissions, to always have 100 PV in your cart. You really want to implement a daily wellness plan, and you want to learn more by regularly using an oil reference guide and participating in continuous education. And so your success, I think, with anything begins and ends with you. Okay. You want to share changing lives. And when we talk about sharing, you want to share a passion for living the doTERRA wellness lifestyle. You want to utilize that share guide to help you share and invite successfully. And you want to start connecting with your prospects and building your pipeline. So, and then last but not least, building your dreams. You want to connect your upline team support. So if you have this book in front of you, I want you to know and identify in your mind who is your key support person or people. It could be 1 or 2 of us. And then you should know when our team calls are, what our team website is. Now, I don't have a website, and I gotta be honest, I don't know that I'll ever will. That's just not really my jam. But we do have an amazing new website, and I want to say that it's hellovisionary.net. I gotta check. Oh my God. I'm totally calling myself off. I'm gonna check right now. And the reason is because they just revamped it. It used to be jasmineandjuniper.com forever. I have put the link for the website at the very top of our announcements page. It is hellovisionary.life, not net. hellovisionary.life. And then obviously our main Facebook group that we want to put people on our team in is to the Essential Island Living VIP group. If you are a builder, you should also be in our Essential Island Living building and sharing group. Now, before I move on to setting goals and taking actions, I want to take a minute to just talk about the DMO, because there's some of you that are new here, and I just want to reiterate the importance. So when we talk about pipes, preparing, inviting, presenting, enrolling, and supporting. The IPE part of that is really the income producing actions, the inviting, the presenting, and enrolling. But in order to do those things, you need to do what's called a daily method of operation. And I shouldn't say you need to, but it's highly recommended that you implement a daily system of DMO. And so in our group, our daily method of operation includes the following: 2 invitations, 2 personal invitations to people to attend events, 2 follow-ups. So people that have expressed interest, people that have attended a class, people that have enrolled and need a lifestyle overview with you. And so any type of follow-up or continued support. You want to make 2 new contacts, because in order to be continuing adding people to your contacts and inviting list, you have to be making new contacts. And then you want to have 1 to 2 business conversations. Now, I consider this being here with all of you tonight as part of my DMO for the business, but I also want to have business conversations with potential builders, people that might be interested in the business that are right now just customers. Okay. So this daily method of operation goes hand in hand with the pipes. To be successful with inviting, presenting, and enrolling, and of course supporting, we need to be taking daily action, daily measurable action. Okay, so you want to set some goals and take some action. You want to decide right now if your goal to reach elite is 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. Okay. I can't believe they said that the average for elite was 90 days, because it took me, I want to say, close to a year, maybe 9 months to hit elite. But honestly, I have seen people hit elite and beyond in a month. So it's totally possible. You just want to be realistic about that. Okay. And if elite is not your goal and you're already elite, I still want you to think about what your goal is. Like, my goal is to reach diamond again this month. And it kind of is outrageous for me, right, to reach diamond in 30 days. But I'm determined to do it. Okay, so and then beyond that, you want to make a 90-day goal and you want to make a 1-year goal. As you set business goals and you engage in the committed action of pipes and DMO, you connect your efforts to your vision for a better future. And this conscious connection repeatedly fuels you even when you're outside of your comfort zone. So I had the pleasure of meeting with Lisa today to discuss the business. And we talked about a lot of things that are outside both of our comfort zones. But knowing that I had these goals and knowing the action that I need to take helps me to be more courageous and brave in taking those. Ultimately, doTERRA and what we do, though, is about being a solutions provider. We want to share a new kind of empowered healthcare. We teach with a book and a box, an oil reference guide, and a box of oil. And this helps us to address about 80% of people. I just muted myself, so sorry about that. People's health concerns at home. For the other times, we invite others to partner with their healthcare practitioners who support your commitment to using natural solutions. So I look at this like things like chiropractor, acupuncture, massage, and more. By choosing to be a solutions provider in your own home, your experiences create enthusiasm to share with others. And during every interaction with prospective members, you want to paint a picture of self-directed wellness. And I think we just always want to stay true to this, in terms of, we are not claiming that we're going to cure every disease and illness, but we want to share experiences that show that there are options. There are really options for everything, and that's what doTERRA provides. And doTERRA provides us with all of the tools. So this gorgeous little box right here is called Class in a Box. If you're not familiar with Class in a Box, you should own one. If you're a builder in this business, you should own one. It is the most economical way to share oils. It has all of the resources you could imagine. So it has each one of those 3 guides I shared, the Live, Build, and Share guide. It does not, I believe, have a launch guide. So you might have to add that in. It comes with 10 class handouts where you can just read the class handouts, and the enrollment kits are in the back. It comes with 1 catalog, 10 living magazines, and 10 5ml bottles of wild orange. And right here are hard copies of invitations. And I am constantly reminding myself that I should be carrying those out and handing them out to people wherever I go to make those new contacts. So you need to really commit and schedule your pipes activities. And this guide is going to help us to effectively engage in the essentials of launching your business. So here's a couple of tips. So just be authentic to you and naturally share your experiences to expose others to the possibilities. And I feel like that's one thing for myself that's always been very, very organic and authentic, is that I've always been really honest and open and transparent with people about this business and how amazing it is and the power of residual income, but also the needed, the necessity of consistency and perseverance, because there's one surefire way in this business to fail, and that's to give up. And there's one surefire way to not succeed, and that's to stop trying. So those two are basically parallel statements. But the thing is that the actions that you take are what matter the most. And I think a lot of times people feel like they're doing stuff, but the stuff has to be very intentional and income producing. Okay. With this positive exposure, but invite your prospects to learn more at a class or one-on-one presentation. And this gives you the opportunity to enroll. So essential launching skills. You need to be able to invite to product and business presentations. Okay. If you have anyone that's interested in the business and you don't feel confident with sharing that part of it yet, please schedule a one-on-one with me and your prospective business partner. I would be happy and thrilled to share the business opportunity with others. You want to teach people about the product and business presentations. Again, if you're not comfortable with doing this by yourself first, your upline will be happy to teach a class for you. If you're not in that general vicinity or on island, everything can be done online. I suggest, if possible, you be with the person that is joining the class, but it's not necessarily. You want to follow up, and follow up is the key to long-term residual income success. And I would say that a lot of people really focus on enrolling, but then drop the ball when it comes to following up and making sure that people that have their oils are getting the support they need. And then you want to launch and support, I would say, your new customers and your new builders. So your success needs to be scheduled. And I think that I'm sorry you can't see this. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. So your success really does need to be scheduled, okay? If your goal is 15 enrollments, say you're going for that in the next 3 months, that's 5 enrollments a month, okay? And so you need to know when you're going to have classes and what classes you're going to attend that the team is offering. Okay. You really want to expand your reach. As more people share your message, more people will enroll, more lives you will change. Start sharing with your own warm market of trusted and established relationships. And as they fall in love with doTERRA, they naturally become an ongoing source of contacts. I will actually say, I think I did more of the opposite. And I've talked about this in the past. Most of my best friends, many of my family members, with the exception of my mom, because she would support me if I was, whatever I was selling, she'd probably buy to just support me. But good thing it was doTERRA, right? But I actually started, I think, more with outside of my warm market. Some of my best friends never enrolled until a few years into me doing the business. And so, start wherever you feel most comfortable. And I love this quote over here. You don't want to judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. This is really important. So today is a perfect example. I had a very, very scheduled day, from my workout to my haircut to which are not income producing actions, but to my business meeting, to my DMO. I personally invited legitimately at least 75 people to class on Saturday. So I had about 20 new contacts from my pop-up that I did this past weekend, and then a whole bunch of other people texting, Facebook Messenger, however I normally interact with these people. And I got 2 responses, but I can't just dwell in that. I've planted seeds and I've made more connections with people in terms of, reminding them like, hey, we have these events. I hope you can make it. All right. During your launch month, you want to invite 45 people to attend the class. Schedule 3 classes or 15 one-on-ones or a combination. Set time to invest in your business and ask yourself and schedule who needs a natural solutions intro. So those are those handouts that come in class in the box. Who needs a follow-up, who needs a lifestyle overview, who needs a business overview, and who is ready to host the class. Now, keep in mind that during your launch month, that's more hours than, it depends where you've put yourself. If your target is 3 to 5 hours a week and getting your product paid for in this business, 3 classes on your own and 15 one-on-ones is quite actually a lot. I would utilize the classes that we have available, but also, try to set realistic expectations for yourself. I don't know that I've ever had 3 classes in a month. I might have, but it hasn't been. I typically have had 2, but three can, be tricky when you're working full time, your mom, all of that good stuff. Okay. And then this is kind of this idea of this funnel though, is that as you prepare, you're going to be inviting a lot of people and you're going to invite all these people, but then you're only going to present to a portion of them, and only a portion of the people you present to are going to enroll. And of those that enrolled, only an even smaller percentage of them are going to be, turn out to be leaders and builders. And many of them will have the intention and want to build and share, but then they realize that maybe multi-level marketing and networking in general is not really their thing. Okay. So here is a great success tracker, and no matter where you're at, and it's so funny because Lisa and I were literally just talking about this. She found she found a really cool program. I can't remember what it was called, but it was made more for real estate agents, but very similar to this, where you can track all your different contacts and put reminders of when to follow up and so forth. There is also another app called Enroll Pro. It's made by Wellness Advocates that does kind of the same exact thing as this. I personally need, after 5 years, I still need something like this. So this is pretty nice. It's the name, notes, and then it's like you made a contact. And you can kind of see, let me blow that up. You shared and you invited, you finally got them to a presentation, you enrolled them, lifestyle overview, business overview, and then hosting overview with this launch guide. So if you're just starting off, or no matter where you're at, and you kind of feel like all of your contacts in your DMO and all of that is all over the place, this would be a great resource to utilize that comes straight out of the launch guide. I highly recommend this. And you could even recreate this in like a Google Doc or, Google Sheet or something if you wanted to as well. So this has a space for 25. And then here you can see it says print additional copies in the Empowered Success Library at doTERRA.com. All right, so this is about halfway through. I'm just scrolling real quick. This is about halfway through this guide, and we have about 10 minutes left on our call. So we're going to continue this call next week. So I want to stop talking. I hate when I just talk like this nonstop, and open it up to questions, comments, concerns, brainstorming, anything. Like, let's use this time to troubleshoot and share the types of things that people are experiencing with their business. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and please feel free to unmute yourselves and share if you.
I'll unmute myself. We're just talking like anything business, right? So obviously talking about inviting people to this classes and stuff, yes, and like I'm texting people and whatnot, but I've noticed, hello Aisha, obviously you need to put your face on Instagram and stuff, but I just did like a video on Instagram more and like got way more messages or like way more engagement than I do with like just posts or like just information, which I know and I get, but I'm actually doing. So that was a success for today. But yeah, so that was one thing. But yeah, still got a lot to do.
No, but Aisha, I think I even commented on that. I think I
Mhm.
even wrote, like, I love seeing your face. And I don't do it a ton too. Like,
Mhm.
you could totally tell the days that I'm working at school because I post much less and they're just like quick little images I can share really quick. But I try to share myself authentically, twice a week about, that I'll go on,
That's a good,
you know,
yeah.
and I follow this one jeweler. Those of you that got special gifts from me this Christmas, Sophie Grace. And she just did this whole post about how people want that, like that her business success soared when people saw more of her and more of her personal life. And it was like this nice mix. And so I really encourage you guys, when it comes to your business, to try to make those authentic connections available for your people. Social media is so amazing, but they want to see you. They want to know how you're using it. The promotions are great, but
And then like what an easy way to invite to everything, or like follow up with those people too. So
right.
thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I loved what you did with the emotions book and making your blend. It was and what a great way for people to go, can you make me a blend? I want to try that, right? I mean, even that alone is sampling, right?
That was my next thing that I forgot to do. Like, who would be interested in something like that, or like easy ways to tie it in at the end, but I forgot the end part. So we'll do that in a moment.
But tonight or tomorrow, you can pop in like, hey, so many people were interested. Hit me up if you want a sample of this blend or something. And I have these little cute 1 ml roller bottles from Amazon that are brilliant. So you could take that Release Your Fears blend, I think it was, you made, pipette a little bit in and send those off as samples to people. So, love that you did that. Love that you jumped on and shared. Thank you. We have to intentionally create opportunity. I mean, yours was kind of unintentional, but what it's made you realize is that by creating these intentional opportunities, okay, twice a week, I'm going to be, very conscientious of going on my, business Instagram and sharing about how I'm using oils in my life, will be really powerful. Anybody else? Okay, unmute yourself, Katie. I don't know why I just called you.
Hi. The one thing I really connected with while you're going through everything was that list at the end, because I feel like I've enrolled a lot of people, and Lisa's really good at this, just supporting them after you enroll with the lifestyle overview and just connecting with their exact needs and what they need. So that list on the end that had the chart of what you've presented to them and what the next step is, it just makes me want to go through my whole org, and this is my kind of anal left brainness, and go through and see who I have given a lifestyle overview, who I haven't, and then put them on my follow-up list of current customers, just to provide them that next step that I think would totally help. And I hope I haven't lost momentum with some of them already. You know how that is when they're enrolled at the beginning and they're so excited to learn more. And then if they don't get that education and that continuation, then it kind of fizzles out sometimes because they just don't remember what to do. And then they just, who knows why, maybe disengage a little bit. So that's kind of my next step thinking with this topic tonight.
Yeah, I totally agree. So a perfect example is I met with someone who probably was one of the first 10 people easily that I enrolled. So we're talking very beginning, right? And she was on my front line for a really long time, and I had her do an upgrade and move, and but never for the intention of building. Well, all of a sudden I enrolled a few of her really great friends, and she's like, you know what, what if you put them under me? Like how does this business thing work? So I sat with her and I did a business overview. And luckily she's done an MLM before. So that's really helpful for somebody to come in, to understand compensation and residual income. But I realized there were so many things that she didn't know she didn't know LRP was optional. She didn't know. I mean, and I felt bad. And I said, I'm so sorry. Like, I only, I didn't know so many things when I started. And so I know what you're saying, Kate. It's like, and luckily she loves the products and she does do an LRP every month. But there are probably a lot of people that has happened to. And all we can do is, like they said yes once, reconnect, maybe incentivize a little bit, to meet with you or make some time. But, if we spent an equal amount of time nourishing the people that have already said yes versus always trying to find the next person to say yes, our businesses would probably be more successful. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be all one and not the other, because people that have said yes really deserve to actually get that ongoing consistent support and stuff. So I highly encourage you guys to go back to the beginning and just reach out to people and say, hey, I know you love your product. I know, but do you want to do a lifestyle overview? Do you have any questions? Should we just get together and meet and chat or whatever? And then definitely the people that maybe aren't ordering and stuff too. We talk about that a lot, right? Reaching out, finding out what products they have and how we can support them. So, okay. Anybody else? Jules, I give you so much credit. Hanging in there with us. 11 o'clock over there, Callie. All right. Well, I don't want to keep everyone on for too long. Oh, you want to go, Mom? You want to say something?
No, I just wanted to say hi to Jules.
Oh,
Sticking in there.
yeah.
No, because I didn't scroll through the pictures to see who was on call, but that's really great commitment, Julie.
Yep. All right, everybody. So next week, I highly encourage you, if you don't have one of these, if you don't have any of the guides, swing by my house. I give you everything you need. But I highly encourage you to fill out this 25 names list. And even if you have a list of names, if you have a list of names somewhere, contacts or follow-ups, but you haven't kept track of if they've come to a class or those types of things, I highly suggest that you guys do that. There's so many things that I wish I'd done differently, and I kid you not, that is definitely top of my list, that I wish I did that. And I made sure, I mean, back then there wasn't even a live guide. So I didn't even know to do those things, but definitely would have, done that part again. So, all right. Well, if there's not any other questions, I'm going to take our nightly pick, or weekly pick, I should say. So get ready to have your faces. Okay. Smile. Keisha, I know you want me to. I don't know how to not make myself dark. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but just saying. All right, everybody. As usual, thank you so much for showing up for yourselves, for your business, for your learning, your growth. We appreciate you, and thanks for showing up for your team. So we will see you next week as we wrap up the Launch Business Guide. And then the following week, so next week we'll finish up the Launch Business Guide. The following week, Kanani is going to take over. I will be on Oahu, getting home from Oahu. I turned 40. And so Kanan is going to actually take you through the next guide, which is more a little bit more for training to Premier and Silver, so the 2 ranks after Elite. So even no matter where you're at in the business, I think it's important to know where you're at right now, where you're going to be, where you're going to go. And then, the farther ahead you get in ranks, the more people you have to support. So it's really crucial that you know how to support those people. So I encourage you, no matter where you're at, to soak in all of that information. from all of these trainings. And if you missed any of our previous calls for the other guides, everything is posted in my YouTube channel. Everything is linked in our business Facebook group. So go ahead and check out all those resources there. All right, everybody. Love you guys all so much. Have a great night. Bye.